Good morning. Happy weekend. It's over. It's Monday. It's the Bubba Show. What's up, everybody? Hope you all had a great weekend. Hope the weather was good. Looks like it's getting a little better here in Chicago. So hope we're going to have a great weekend. Maybe volatility in the action will pick up in the markets. As we take a look at the last couple of weeks of action, we see some interesting things happening in the market. 2 weeks ago we had the biggest up week, or actually 3 weeks ago we had the biggest up week. 2 weeks ago we had the biggest down week, and then last week again we were moving higher into Friday, and we had the GDP number on Friday, which was a major miss, but of course the markets couldn't sell off again. So the markets are still saying that bad news is good news, and that Uncle Ben and his merry men are going to continue to support this market. It is an issue to be concerned with as we look, because we know one thing for sure, that markets like this never end well. But we did see last week a rally in the gold markets. We saw rallies in crude oil. So we had a little bit of a bounce off of the bottoms of these commodity spaces. Now what are they? I would think they would have been dead cat bounces off of markets that were just strictly oversold, as both of those markets had taken major poundings throughout. You have to take a look at the overall big picture, and the big picture is that the markets are being driven artificially by the Fed easing policy. The markets are not working basis the way that they should. They're more being bought up by the big money. And when you have this happening in a market, it typically leads to a bubble. Now, if we've forgotten anything, we have to look back at 1987, 1999, and 2007 to see that every time that the intervention was involved, markets ended very poorly. So last week, although we were up, I think that the rally was very suspect. But again, we are not interested in predicting what's going to happen. We're interested in reacting to market action as it trades. So taking a look into this week is going to be a heavily news, and we're going to cover news tomorrow on Tuesday this week, because we've got a big news week this week. So we can finally possibly get news to push us out of this range-bound market. Now, it feels like we're going up, and it's like, oh, it's a great rally, we're going to miss it. It feels like it's going down, or the correction is here. But really, if you look over the last 20 trading sessions, really, where are we? We're in the middle of a range. So we're kind of stuck here. But we're going to see how the markets are going to react to this new series of data that's coming out. It's going to be important to watch the levels of the market. Again, we are not here to predict overall direction. What we're looking for is opportunity to trade and make money for ourselves. So whether we go up or whether we go down is not important. What's important is where we can find good solid levels to trade our list and to trade our charts, and to put us in the best position for success. So we will see how the news reacts. We'll see where the levels react. We'll see if we finally put in some sort of floor or ceiling. We don't know where it is from here. We know that the very long-term trend is still higher. We know that the short-term trend is in congestion, leaning to the weaker side. You know that I'm personally leaning to the side that I believe that we are getting very toppy in a market that needs to have a correction. Now, correction is going to be very healthy for the market if and when we know it's going to come. The question is when it's going to come. So let's watch the news. Let's be prepared to react. Don't put yourself in a position to predict the news ahead of time. Let the news show and then react to the market. As we've seen, there's been much weakness in the earnings. There's been weakness everywhere, but the markets managed to maintain at these higher levels. So again, be prepared and be ready to react to the action as it comes out. Remember, the Average Joe Call, having great success on Monday nights, and we're publishing a couple of newsletters twice a week. Would love to have you check it out. Email me at todd@averagejoeoptions.com for Monday, the Bubba Show. Have a great day. We'll talk to you Tuesday.